Hey, what's going on guys? My name is Avik and in this tutorial I am going to show you how to use HTML attributes. Now, if you're wondering what attributes are basically properties. When we enter a tag like B tag or I tag or other tag h1, and also there are several tags. If you see the page that I recommended in the previous tutorial, you probably know there are many tags. But when we use a tag and in its default form like this is the a tag, and what a tag basically does is, wait a minute, I just misspell it, click here, and what a tag basically does is it creates a link between pages. When you go to a website and see a link and click on it, it will send you to another pages. The a tag does all the job. So if you reload the page, you can see that we can't click on it. It's because the browser don't know where to send when we click on here. So the browser automatically disables the text to create a link. But if we add some attributes are like properties of this tag. So when we add a properties, and in the properties if we tell the tag to specify a page where the user will be redirected, the browser will already know where to redirect and it will send me to that page. Now enough of talking, and I'm going to write it. I already have created another page, test1.html. Let me show you that. And here, now if we look close, now before we show you that, this is the test1 HTML page, but if we click on here and it will send me to that page. Pretty cool, huh? So this is what the basically attributes are. This is the name of the attributes and this is the value of the attributes. Sorry about that. What is value, by the way? So the ref is the basically mean the where it will send me when I click on here. If you look closely, that all the attributes are like, after you enter attribute name, we are entering a equal sign, and also the value is inside this what should I say, well, you know what these are. So the value will be always put under this thing. I completely forget what those are. But if we delete this and delete it as well and reload it, it will also send me to that page, but that's not recommended. But when you have multiple attributes of a tag, it will only confuse the browser. So always try to put them in this. But if you just enter one of this and forget to enter others, just see what I mean, nothing. Because if you view the page source, it will say, the red means this, there is something wrong in this code. So you always have to end it like this. Remember, this is the name of the attributes and this is the value of the attributes. Whenever you put a value, you must put it inside this. And there can be multiple attributes of a single page, single tag. So whenever you enter a tag like this, there will be multiple attributes, so you must close them. Sometimes I completely forget to close them and it throws me an error. So close this, and I am also going to teach you how to insert an image. To insert an image, there are one tag called img. You probably know that because if you searched enough, or if you read what I showed yesterday, the page MDN developer networks, you probably know some of the tags. They are pretty easy to use, but the image tag has multiple attributes and it's kind of different from other tags. I am going to put this image on the page. You can see here that I already created multiple pages, and also I copy and paste the image here, so it will be easy to understand. To enter image in a web page, wait a minute, where is the browser here? Here it is. So this is the img tag, and when you use the img tag, you don't have to end it like img, it's not gonna work because img does not end like that. It end like this. This is a complete tag, opening and closing all in one. If you don't close it like this, it's still gonna work, but I suggest you close it like this. Don't create another closing tag, it will only throw you some error. So wait, so here I am going to put some attributes of it. If you don't put any attributes and reload it on your browser, nothing here. But if you put some attributes like src, src basically means source. src is the source of the image, or pretty means the path, where the path of the image. It also starts with a equal sign, and also the value will be inside this. So all the attributes are same, just the name is different and the value will be different, but the way we write them is pretty much same. So I am going to write the name of the image. If you do, and if you see it clearly that in the previous, wait a minute, here, if you can see correctly that there I already entered the HTML extension. If I don't enter the HTML extension and just mention the name, see what happens. Go ahead and click here. It will only throw your error because it's trying to send you a folder called test.html. So whenever you have file inside a folder called test1 folder, you can use this. Let me show you. No, where am I with the image? So here is the image. If you put it like correctly, you will show this image. By default, the image will be on its default width and height. Width means practically like the what should I say, horizontal line. If you draw a horizontal line, the width will be that, and if we draw a vertical line, that will be the height. So if you want to mention your own height and width like this, you can just create your height and also the width. Before we put the height and width, you must know there are several things to consider. Like if we enter 200 px and width will be also 200 px, you will see that the this will be stretched to that dimension like this, and we don't want that. So I am going to delete one of this, and this will maintain the aspect ratio like this. If we delete the width, it will also maintain the aspect ratio like this. So whenever you try to maintain the aspect ratio, you can do this. Before we go any further, you might be wondering what the px are. Px are basically means the pixels on your screen. 200 px means that in this vertical line there are 200 pixels. This picture's height contains at least 200 pixels, and the width is default compared to this. It maintains the aspect ratio. So we can use also percent like this. If we enter 100% and reload it, it will only show the default size of the image. So whenever we put the height of 100%, it won't work, but if we use width 100%, see what happens. Oh, nothing happens. So why do we put it? Now resize your browser and look closely. Tada, pretty much cool, huh? So you know how to use percent and px. What is the difference between percent and px? Percent is, it will always try to resize it whenever you try to resize your browser, because it always, this picture is always 100% according to the browser, not the image itself. It will always remain 100% according to its window size. So that is explained, and I think I pretty much explained everything. Now there is another tag, but before that I am going to go over the style attributes. If you want to know style attributes, just go over to MDN and learn style, or in the next tutorial I'm going to teach that. So stay tuned and subscribe.